1 2 1 2. Okay. 1 2. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, man. Welcome each and every one to the Let's Talk radio and podcast show. I told you we're going to be starting at 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Sharp. So I'm going to wait for you guys to join. Let me see who's going to be the first one to show a signal. Let me know where you're listening from, guys. Yeah, man. Thank you for joining us each and every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Atlantic. Big up, Tonya, first. Yeah, man. Faithful Tonya. Always in. Hey, Tonya, you remind me of the song. What's it? Is it Nelly? Who is it? No. Jaru? Is it Ashanti? Always on time. Yeah, you're always on time. Big up the Dominican Massive. You don't know. Yeah, man. You know my love for Dominica is large. Hold tight, my Dominican crew. Hold tight to Kwana. Thank you for joining us. Big up all my Floridians. You're representing. Hold tight, Ashwa, long time brethren. You don't know. You have to get a round of applause because you don't know. My people them. Actually, guys, you know what? Fun fact. This show was actually based on what Ashwa requested, how to stimulate someone without actually getting physical. So this is a nice topic, actually. I didn't do too much research because I'm hoping that you guys will be able to assist me with this one. But it's a very, 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 very valid topic. How to stimulate someone without actually getting physical. Happy Sunday to you. So big up everyone locked on right now. Tonya, Taquana. Wait, it's all T's. Ashwa, yeah, big up yourself. Thank you for joining us tonight. And it's definitely going to be an interesting one. And if you just joined in with us, let's talk. How to stimulate someone without actually getting physical. Stimulate the mind. You know what? It's more important than we actually think, because the older you get, the more you get into life and understand and enjoy, the more you're going to realize that it's not always the physical that goes. Well, do you know what? More time, it ain't the physical when you're at that age and that maturity. It's the mental state. It's the mental. It's how can you connect with me emotionally? How can you respect me without even touching? It's deep. It's very, 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 very deep. So I hope you guys have shared everything, this show with your friends so that we can get interactive with a bunch of people from all over. We want to get interactive. We want to grow this station. Just a friendly reminder, it's a Let's Talk radio and podcast show. Big up Kimberly. Good night. And this topic's going to be big. So I'm going to ask you guys once again, you guys haven't got it right for the third week. What do I do right before I sit in this seat? What's the thing that I do right before sitting in this seat? Aside from share the podcast, what is it that I do? I can't believe you guys ain't guessed that. You crazy. Kimberly, where you listening from? Which part of where in the country? You in the States? Are you in Dominica, Virgin Islands? Where's my Virgin Islands crew, man? You guys ain't repping tonight. Ashwa, where you representing tonight? The VI or the States? Let's get straight into this, man. It's a very, very deep topic because I say from teens to maybe mid-20s for guys especially, we thought it was all about the bam, 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 bam. You know what I mean? The physical, the kissing, the touching. Big up Virgin Islands, you don't know. Hold tight. But as you get older, you get established, you start making your money, you go out in the public, start working, and I think someone has to grab your mind. It's a mind-catching thing. It's not even about the physical thing. And you know what I still find crazy? Like, I'm sorry to say this, but for the most part, there's still certain women out there that's trying to check your pocket. Let's just be real. They want to see how you dressed. They want to see what you got in your pocket, what car you driving. You know what the crazy thing is? Big up all my St. Tony Massive. You know what's so crazy? Man, them that's really established and got things going for themselves, they ain't out there buying designers or rocking clean sneakers, Real talk, because they done cool and happy within themselves. I'm not even lying to you. So if you're one of them that's out there looking on the outside, man, you guys are missing out big time. Real talk. at one point, and it's a confidence thing as well, you know. Oh, I have to have the Versace, I have to have the Louis Vuitton and the Gucci. Real talk. I mean, don't get me twisted. If you want to buy all them a bag for 2,000, that's not me. I'm not doing it. Straight up. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it. But for the most part, I'm being real with you. A lot of established guys, yeah, you guys have overseen them and not even realized, because you didn't get the time to know them or ask them what they're dealing with. Them man, they be rocking standard clothes, you know. They can get what they want at the end of the day, but they've gone past that where, oh, I want to get this, I want to rock this. Once in a blue moon, they'll go out and spend. But for the most part, just listen, every woman wants a good, decent guy. For the most part, they're looking on the outside first, right? Talk to the bummiest guy, you'll be surprised. Bummiest guy, according to you. You know what's so funny? What was it, yesterday? Yesterday or the day before, I had to do a job. It was Friday. I had to do a job in Miami. So it was like a drive down to Miami. And I was dressed standard, regular. And there was these guys. I was in a place called the Dutch Spot. Who knows about the Dutch Spot? Big up the Dutch Spot, massive, man. Big restaurant down in Miami side. Listen, I was at Dutch Spot and I was buying some food, and there was these three guys and they were dressed in suits, and you know what I mean? They looking sharp, and they were talking about money and making money moves, and I was interested. I was kind of listening. I thought they were into real estate and that. But it turned out they were watching me like, why am I looking at them? Like, why am I listening to them? Like, I was honestly dressed like I always just standard, regular, nothing, just like this. Nothing to say, yeah, I'm saying. And they were watching me. If you were to see the way they were watching me, like, so me being me, confident, don't care how I'm dressed, I approached one of the guys that was giving the most talk, and I broke him down. I was like, so if you don't mind me asking me, what is it exactly that you do? He's like, I sell Cadillacs. So automatically, yeah, Cadillac's a good car. I'm not knocking no one. It's one of the higher ends, and he feels proud that he sells Cadillacs, but he sells cars. Good for you. I said, oh, really? He's like, yeah, that's what I do. I sell Cadillacs. I was like, okay, cool. And then he looked at me, paused. Me, I don't care. Everyone's a potential client. I'm giving a card and they're ready to turn around. Just me, do you mind if I get one of your cards? And he looked at me, he's like, looked at his people. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, we sell brand new Cadillacs. I know. So I was like, look, I own my own transportation service, and that's what we use. We use Cadillacs, and you were to see the way the man changed. I showed him the website, everything. And his whole demeanor changed, his face changed, like he became automatically interested. And the crazy thing about it, you could already see that he painted a picture that, yeah, why is he talking to me? He's probably not on this level here. But when I said, and I showed him my website, because it's all good talking, but I showed him where it is, his whole attitude changed and everything. And he was so interested. And he gave me his card. And I say that to say this, do not judge a book by its cover. Never do that. I take this time out to say and shout out to Kimberly joining us. Old tight to Kwana, Dominique, and Dominica's representing right now. Old tight, I saw someone else. Old tight Kim, another, hey, Dominica, large up. I got love for that place, man. I just love it over there. I just fell in love. My dad's side from Dominica, but I just love it over there. Old tight Shanice, if you're locked in, man. Big up yourself, big up your family. Yeah, I just love it over there. But yeah, you can't judge a book by its cover. Never do that. Especially in this time, this age. It's like, for example, I'm going to give you like an analogy and tell me if this makes sense. You see a bunch of lions coming towards you, right? You don't know which one's going to attack you, yeah? So the best thing to do is just get out the way from all of them, because you don't know who's who. It's the same thing with us as humans. You might see 4 guys to you that look bummy, or girls, and one looking good, but really and truly, you don't know what they're about until you get to that conversation and get to know them. So first tip, do not judge a book by its cover. Your husband or your wife could be out there looking bummy. You understand? But once you open their doors and go behind their quarters, the most educated, the most loving, most kind person. So that's the first tip. Do not judge a book by its cover. Big up Assyria, long time brethren. You done know it's love always. Hold tight, hold tight. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. And we're going to get straight into the show. So I need you guys to help me. All right. We're going to do verses, right? So when you was in your teens, say early 20s, what was the thing that be honest now. Be real. Like, this is a grown man show. Grown woman, grown man show. What exactly got you interested in a guy? Let's be real, man. Be honest. What really got you interested in a guy when you was in your, like, say, what? Late teens, mid-20s. What really grabbed your attention? And just be honest. Let me hear this. I'm going to read out some comments while you guys are saying what got your attention. All right? Wow. Ashra said nice food. Is it nice food in general, or if a man can cook? Which one would you prefer? A man taking you out to buy that nice food, or a man that can cook for you? Which one do you respect more? Big up my Dominica, big up Kim. 2 Kims here. There's 5% of women out here likes our brain to be stimulated. We know we look good, we're independent, and got it stimulate. Okay, kind of understand, but don't rush what you're writing. I know I'm a bit crazy when it comes to reading, but yeah, slow it down and try and write short sentences. Ashwa. So she understood. There's 5% of women out here likes our brain to be who likes our brains to be stimulated. We know we look good, we're independent, and got it stimulate, but we need to be stimulated. Okay, so basically, I think what you're trying to say, you guys prefer the mind thing first before anything. Respect, understand that, but tell me where it was before, back in the day. What used to attract you? I'm gonna say some of the things for me. Straight up, the way you look, you got a nice back, you got a big nice smile, you're more sexual, like appearance. That was a big thing back in the day. Let's be real out here. Let's be real. Big up my cousin all the way from UK, man. Big up my cousin Nafi, man. Well, it's like probably like after 1 a.m, so thank you for joining us. Thank you. Let's get into this. Yeah, real talk. It was all about appearance. Let's be real. Let's be real. When I was it was my when I moved to the Virgin Islands, a girl told me first thing they check is your sneakers to see what you're wearing and how clean they are. Next thing is what car you're driving and what your pocket's really saying. That's what really mattered. That's mad. Right, today that's crazy. Because to be fair, whether you like it or not, I don't clean my sneakers. Real talk, I don't. I clean them when they get bad, but I'm not one to be scrubbing and cleaning. It's not that I don't care about my presentation, but I'm confident in myself that, do you get what I'm saying? If that's what you're gonna really check and judge me by, then I don't need you around me. Straight up. Assyria says she never went for good looking guys. What's your reason for not going for good looking guys? What's your reason? So are you saying, what kind of guys did you go for when it comes to appearance? If you're saying you didn't go for good-looking guys, what did you go for? Some people just need the right opportunity to help them ignite their spark. So your choice of not going for good-looking guys, Assyria, how did that pan out in terms of your relationships? Was it better that you went for, I'm going to say it straight, what most people say, ugly, but I'll say not so good-looking? Like, did you find the one in the ugly guy then? Because you didn't go for not so good-looking guys. And again, that's appearance. So I feel today, appearance isn't the first thing that a man or woman usually goes for. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's something they see and something that they're interested in. But they might say, yeah, you look good or you're not so good, but let me get to know the inner them. You get what I'm saying? And Syria, what's the reason behind that? Okay, and Nafi says she goes for someone that looks attractive. So we've got the opposite right there. We've got someone that goes for someone that's not attractive and someone that goes for someone that is attractive. So what's your reasons behind that, guys? Get interactive. Let me know. Me at the same time, being young and dumb, I looked for dark skin complexion guys, men with dreadlocks, hood man complex, and have a nice hair. What was your reason for that? Was that just a preference? What was it about guys that were dark? And I still hear that a lot. I think women, which nothing wrong, I love a dark-skinned woman too. You know what I mean? All women are beautiful, but the thing that used to attract me most was dark-skinned women. I can't say a reason why. It's just when it came to appearance, at that point, that's what attracted me. Now it's a mind thing. Big up. I don't know how to what's your name? Positive. Okay, you got a little twist on it. Big up to Positive Hair Flow. Where you listening from? Let us know. I wonder if it's another Dominican. Big up, you guys. Looks and ability to make me laugh. Big up. Laughing. That's a big thing for me. Great conversation wherever we meet up. Oh, that's Louise. Big up, Louise. Hold tight, man. UK representing. Big up, Louise. Yeah. A great conversation for sure. Definitely. Someone that can make me laugh. That's me. Taquana. I'm in my early 20s and but I know my mindset is different from my late teens. Physical attributes attracted me before, but right now I look at his mind, morals, and so on. So tell me a bit more. Expand on that. When you say mind and morals, tell me, what do you look for in a guy when it comes to their mind and morals? And Assyria says, let's just backtrack. Assyria says she didn't go for not two looking guys, and here's her reason behind it. She said that to say this. They didn't have to be all good looking. It was more of the character, but character changes. So it's kind of completely different to why, it's still not answering the question quite. I don't think as to why you said you didn't go for not so looking. So was it a thing that you didn't mind the looks, but this is your preference, the character and stuff like that? Let me see what Ashra's saying. Where you gone? Oh, we got a few. Look, see? I got to catch up. When I mentioned food, I was referring to Dutch pot food. It's good. Oh, okay. However, I enjoy a man who can cook, but I prefer to cater to my man. Cool, man. But it's good if the man does you a little something here and there, you know what I mean? But yeah, Dutch pot was nice. Real talk. Dutch pot. If you're ever in Miami, Dutch pot. I don't care. You're going to have the Jamaican kitchen there, Dutch pot and Donna's. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to wait a long time. So definitely order if you can. Hold tight near late teens, height and walk. So I guess that falls under appearance, late 20s. Yeah, for the most part, it was all about the looks. Listen, and me being a shorter guy, you know, like it was mad. It was mad. Like, and I like taller women as well. It was crazy back then. Like, I had no fear of a woman being taller than me, but no woman ain't checking back then a guy that's their height or shorter. And they don't want to check a guy that's younger. Now it's olders don't mind checking the youngers, and youngers checking. Everything's just changed. It's crazy the way everything's changed. Everything has changed. And look, see, Assyria saying she didn't find the one in the ugly eye. It's important to learn and choose by morals and character. Amen to that. I really think that's the truth. Whether you're good looking, whether you're bad looking, the morals, the character of a person, you have to check that first. Like, appearance is just one thing, and that's not nothing big. But if you want a long-term something and you want it to go far, like, you have to check the character. But what about the character, guys? Women, tell me, what about the character is it that you really like? And is it something, it's all good them being of that character, but what about you? And it's sad. Do you know what? Help me get some men on this show, because I'm talking to women right now. I'm the only man. Every week I'm the only man, and I send it out to all my guy friends. And I'm the only guy, so I can only like talk to the women, and then I'm gonna have to tell you about based on what I think and how I feel. But start inviting some guys, please help me out. So it didn't work out with the not so looking guys as serious. So what has that made you just start wanting to see good looking guys now, or is it just strictly about morals and character? Since the not so good looking ones, I don't want to say ugly, didn't work out. And Cuz is saying that's Nafi Ellis. For me back in the day, it was about appearance, it's personality. Character today is what I look at. Yeah, man, for the most part, it's character. Tonya, as I got older, it was all the culture thing. And I've growth plus mature from that way of thinking. Opposites attract. Do you know what? Do you see what you said just there, Louise? Sorry. Positive hair flow. Louise, that's my friend. You see what you said when you said opposites attract? I don't agree with that, you know. you might attract for the wrong reasons, because more time when opposites attract, it clashes. It's a clash. You can say you like someone or you fall for someone the opposite to you, but are you happy with them? Attracting and being attracted to someone doesn't mean they're for you. I used to be attracted to, say, dark-skinned women alone. That didn't save me from staying in a relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? So it depends on what in the opposite that attracts. Kim saying in her teens it was all about the swag, basically the clothes and how they were dressed. Okay, so Louise, man, you sell out, man. You're representing ATL. UK too, one or the other. Big up Letitia, man, long time brethren. Hold tight. Wow, this is so special to me. My aunt's here. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Miss Moraine, Joyce Moraine, for joining. So now, you see what happened now? My aunt's here, so I'm gonna have to be PG now. I'm gonna have to, everything has to be clean and proper. And I'm joking. It's a big man out here. You hear me? Big man out here. Hold tight, Letitia, representing the VI. So yeah, so guys, look, here's the thing. What I've learned about women, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with, I wouldn't say failing, but messing up. Just make sure you learn from your past experiences. Women, attention, right? Give your woman the attention. It don't cost anything aside from your time. Attention. A woman likes attention, and not fake attention where you're there on your phone and like, yeah, no. You look your woman in your eye. When she's telling you about what she wants to do moving forward, you sit there, you support her, you talk, and you understand, and you give her that advice. You understand? She would appreciate, that's mind games right there, in a positive way. She'll appreciate the fact that you listen, and don't get twisted. Don't act like you're listening, because a couple days later, she's going to bring up the same thing, and you're going to be like, if you're pretending, you're like, and she, I spoke to you, that's going to trigger her. You see, you wasn't listening to me. Listen to your woman. It's not hard. They don't ask for much. Do you know what I'm saying? The mature woman, she wants time and attention. Give it. You understand? If I had learned that back in the day, trust me, I probably would have been married and all of that. You got to sacrifice. You got to make it a habit to sacrifice some time. Yeah, if you love that woman and that's all she's asking for, one of the things, it's not hard. And when I mean time, it's quality time. Quality time. Another thing, do what's important to her. Women, what are some of the things that's important to you? What are some of the important things to you, women? And Shani says, I always go for the guys that love to stay home instead of being on the streets. When you say being on the streets, it depends. If their job involves them being on the streets, they might have to be out there. For example, look at me, Shan. My business is transportation and entertainment. It involved me being out. So does it depend on what he's doing on the street, or is it just period? You want your man to stay home, because then again, he'll have to get a job that he might not want to satisfy you, and I don't think that's fair. So it all depends when you say a man to stay home. But is a man that's got a job on the streets, but he's coming home afterwards? He's not out there hanging out. Is that what you mean? Ashwa says, let's see where we going. There's so much comments just popping up. So much. There we go. Ashwa, for me, I just love dark-skinned men. It's something about a dark-skinned man for years. Okay, so parents strictly dark-skinned. I'm not married to a dark-skinned man. Wait. For years, shake. But look how the tables turn around. Okay, she really attracted to dark-skinned men, but she's ended up with a guy that's not dark. So it all boils down to the inner, right, Ash? That's what you're saying. You have to look beyond the looks. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything that you chase isn't supposed to be caught. Remember that. Everything that you love isn't supposed to be love. Everything that you chase isn't supposed to be caught. You have to be very mindful when you're choosing the person, especially in this time and this age, that you want to be with. People's past is valid, but it's not as valid because people change. And a lot of people with experience change for the better. I should think so. So someone's past, what you heard, it don't mean it's them back then. You understand? It's not the same person. But at the same time, you have to do your due diligence, have a conversation, and see where their head's at, first of all. Some people don't some people don't like monogamy, but you know what I'm saying. Some men don't like to keep it clean. Some men don't like to work. You just got to learn the person and see if their character is something you can deal with, for real. What I was saying is looks didn't really mean anything for me. It's how you made me feel. Got you. Hold tight, Tasha. Big up, cuz. Got a lot of family locked on here. Yeah, so basically, hold tight, Alina. Thank you for joining. So yeah, guys, basically, look. Actually, you know what? Women, what do you like in a guy? What? Not even what you like. What do you think? I'm the only guy here representing, but what do you really think turns a man on mentally? Seriously, what do you really think turns a guy on mentally? Remember, women and men are quite different. So if we're different, sometimes it can be the opposite, and it can boil down to opposites attract. But whereas women like that quality time, men like the quality time, but there's more of a cap on it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if you're going to come home and you're going to talk about your whole day, don't drag it on. Talk about your day. Don't talk 3 hours about your day. Cut that 3 hours to maybe an hour. Do not drag it on, because men don't have the same attention span as you. That can just turn a man off. So just remember that. And it's not a bad thing. Let's just be fair. You can make it short, and don't be mad. At the end of the day, that boils down to learning your guy. Don't be mad if after an hour he switches off somewhat. Yeah, I'm saying you got to compromise and know your limits. He's going to sit down with you for an hour. Keep it to an hour just over. Don't make it 3-4 hours and then get mad after 2 hours when he switches off. Do you get what I'm saying? So you have to give and take. You know what I'm saying? And man, them, give the woman that time. Quality time. Quality time. It's important. You have to listen to your woman. Those things make her more attractive when you listen to her, when you support her. Emotionally, support your woman. Yeah, not every person's the same, Elena. Not everyone's the same, but you really have to support your woman. Seriously. If she's sitting there, do you know what's so funny? What I learned as well. Do you know what's so crazy? Tell me if I'm wrong, ladies, because there's a bunch of ladies. I'm the only man, like I said. Tell me if I'm wrong. Women don't like when a man accepts disrespect. For example, if a woman gets out of line and she knows when she's got out of line, she's rude and she starts dissing the man, and the man's like, okay, and just, women rather a man to put their foot down and say, look here, right, respect me, don't talk to me like that. There's no need for that. In a mature way, you don't have to be cussing and screaming, but man, them, if you're listening, if you're being disrespected, don't take it. A woman sees that, and trust me, as much as she might huff and puff and walk away, she'll be like, real talk. Am I lying? She'll be like, whoa, yeah, he stood up for himself. They like that. They like that because they're looking beyond and thinking, if we're on the street and a man's going to disrespect the woman, you're going to step up, or a woman, hey, this is my one, don't talk to her like that. But it starts at the home. So don't get twisted when a woman's acting up, and yes, it's good to be cool, but if she disrespects, same way if a man disrespects you, ladies, you calmly and say, look, I'm not accepting that. I'm not. And a man, them, hey, you better sit down. Don't be talking like that. There's no need. Real talk. Yep, you see that. Yeah, I got there, vice versa. You see that. She says, Elena says, we need a man to show us how to lead. It's true. And we must support our men too. Very true. That's what I'm saying when I say there ain't really much guys here. So it's hard for like me to really do the both, because I'm a man. Do you get what I'm saying? An individual that's transparent, an individual that's transparent, a person that shows actions, admits their wrongdoings, and very supportive. I very much agree with that. A man likes to settle it. If you're wrong or something don't make sense, and you can see, yeah, you can understand where he's coming from, and then you come to the conclusion you was wrong. Once you say sorry, for the most part, it doesn't drag on to the next day. It doesn't get called up again later on down the line. When you tell a man sorry and you was wrong and leave it there, usually that's it. I'm sorry to say it's not the same with the women. They'll bring it up. You understand? But for the most part, man, them like when a woman can say, yeah, you know what, I'm wrong. Done. If you're wrong. I'm not saying just to apologizing for every little thing because we don't like weak women. We don't. But we don't like women also to play that hardcore role. Be a woman. Be feminine, I should say. Be feminine. Yep. And remember, right? We feed off each other's energies, you know. Remember that. We feed off each other's energies. So what you say to your partner or whatever and how they respond depends on how you said it, what you said. Because it's not what you said, it's how you say stuff. You understand? There's ways of saying stuff. You can say the same thing in 2 different ways, 4 different ways. It's the way you say the stuff. Good men desire a woman who won't put up with selfish behavior. He wants you to show him that you know what you deserve by staying true to yourself. Very true. Men are starting to act feminine. How do you figure that out? What do you mean when you say men are starting to act feminine? I think a lot of times women play mind games. They'll provoke a man. When a man puts them in their place, they want to cry and say, oh, how dare you speak to me like that? And then when they just like, all right, you know what? It's cool, man. It's like you're acting feminine because you're not defending yourself. Mind games, real talk. And I don't think it's fair to say men them are acting feminine. Sometimes we just don't want to deal with the nonsense. Real talk. And when you see a man start leaving you do nonsense, right? When you know it's nonsense and they're just leaving you do it, they've already switched off from you mentally. Did you know that? You're looking at it like, oh, he's feminine, but he's done at the stage in his life where he don't want to deal with this nonsense. So he might just say, yeah, okay, yeah, cool. But mentally, he's turned off from you. He's not taking it on. So be careful. Be careful. Yeah. So there's a difference. Yeah. Feminine to me is acting like a woman. Hand up and, you know, doing your head and talking soft. So when you say feminine, break that down to me and be real with it. When you say men start to act feminine, tell me what feminine means to you. Say it. What does feminine mean to you? Atasha, you agreed, so break it down to me. You can't just say one thing and not break it down. So Atasha, who's that? Atasha and Shanice, break it down when you say men are acting feminine, because guess what? I'm a man and I can break it down to you and you guys are going to have to accept it because I am a man and I'm telling you what it really means when you think it means we're acting feminine. So be real and say it. Big up Sherry and thank you for joining. You guys got to think deeper than what you're thinking. You understand? You got to think on the next level. Yeah? What is feminine? Feminine is wearing skirts. I don't really see much man them wearing skirts. Feminine is doing your nails and your eyes and that kind of thing. You understand? What do you mean soft? See what I'm saying? Don't get twisted. What do you mean soft? Break it down to me. So you're saying men want to argue with you for 30 minutes. Okay, some man might want to. I know a lot of men that want to go back and forth and blah, 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 this, that, and other. But at the same time, if you've done something, right, and he's telling you what you've done, yeah, and you're not hearing it, and he shuts down on you, yeah, he don't respond back to you, he's done with you mentally. Don't get twisted. He's like, you know what? This woman ain't hearing me. All right, cool. I'm not even arguing with you. We done. And when he says we done, I done talking, he shut off from you mentally. The man that really loves you, and take it from a man that goes back and forth with you, is because he cares about you and he wants you to understand this bothered me and I want to sort this out. I want you to understand what was done and what was said affected me. Yeah? Look out for the man them that say, all right, cool. Yeah? Because what sense does it make if it bothered them and they just say, okay, cool. Yeah? You guys got it all wrong. Take it from me. You got it wrong. Trust me on that one. Yeah? When you see a man go quiet and done, you're thinking, yeah, you won, or yeah, good. That's how you be a man. Men have emotions and feelings too. And only a man that cares is going to go back and forth with you. When you start to see a man close his mouth and say, all right, All right, cool, yeah. All right, you know what? All right, I'm not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to deal with you no more on that level. Remember that. Remember that. It's true. Remember that. This is a big man thing. You understand? Which man is going to go back and forth with someone they don't care about? Who does that? Yeah? If they're putting that time and energy into you, they're going to go back and forth because you're my queen. You're the one I'm with. I want you to understand how I feel. A man, a girl that the man's just doing his thing with and he upset her and she pops off, he's going to be like, all right, yeah, cool, man. All right, yeah, you won. I done. He don't care. There's different ways to look at it. And there's nothing wrong with not understanding, but when you understand it, then practice it. Do you know what I'm saying? There are times when a man cares and he just can't deal with it. But for the most part, I ain't going back and forth with someone I don't care about. Real talk. I'm not. And then it might get to the point where I start being like, yeah, cool, I care about you, but because you're not hearing it, I'm going to shut off mentally and just be like, yeah, cool, that's what you wanted, right? But I don't care. And you don't want it to get to the point where the man don't care. Just saying. All right, so you got a point there. You got a point there. Some man want to argue like he's the woman in a relationship and crying all the time. I don't know about guys that cry and all of that, so I don't know. That's new to me. I don't know what guys you deal with, cuz, but you got to sort it out. If a man's arguing and crying, that's weird. And then, I mean, if your Pops' relationship was successful, if you didn't see him growing up and it was a success, then kudos. But things have changed. Things have changed, real talk. Real talk. And you have to learn not to provoke each other as well, so that you don't even get into arguments. Say your point, accept you're wrong, and keep it moving. Do you know what I'm saying? Make your point and stand on your point. Don't be going back and forth with me. If I respect you, then you don't have to repeat twice. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. And then you got to be compatible with a guy that you feel that, okay, when you want it to stop, it's going to stop. You understand? You're going to make your point, but do you understand my point? There's a difference. If I make my point, right, and you understand my point and you accept it, and we validate it, then yeah, we'll stop. But what's the point in making your point knowing that you're just like, you don't care about the point that was made? You can stop it, you know, you can just shut it down right there. But once we know that you don't even care, you're not showing no interest, it is what it is. Real talk. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm a type of person that I say what I gotta say. I say what I gotta say with passion as well. And I don't let it go into the next week or the week after or whatever. I don't do that. But I do like to get my point across. And I think there's a difference between acting feminine and getting your point across. So let me ask a question, Shanice. When you say make your point and stand on your point, don't go back and forth. How do you go back and forth with someone? Like, if I make my point and I stand on my point, and the only reason you can go back and forth is after the man said his point, you continue, and then is he supposed to just keep quiet and just leave it, or is he supposed to answer you? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying, guys? Like, you're saying make your point, stand on it. Okay, I've made my point. Let's say it's me. I've made my point, I stand on my point, and then you still got something to say about it. Then is he supposed to just keep quiet, or is he supposed to answer you? Do you know what I'm saying? There's different people, different learning patterns. Everyone's different, and we just got to adjust with each other, because some people's agreeing with Shani, some people's not. Peace doesn't mean you won't have problems. It means problems won't have you. Be peaceful, because men love to say, I want a peaceful woman, but they don't give us peaceful environments. That's not all guys, though. Stop saying that. Stop. That's not all. There's some people like that. And it's the same with women as well. Women say they want peace. It's both. It's not a man or woman. It's everyone, I think, wants peace. But like, who starts and provokes it ain't the one that really wants peace. And just because the other person's gone back and you've gone forth and gone back and gone forth, you're going to feel that person ain't peaceful. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it is what it is. And we're here to learn about each other. And I learn every day. Trust me. I learn every day. Yeah. So what about, so what other things do you like in a guy? What other things that will turn you on in a man without actually getting physical? It's not a gender thing. It's a human thing. What was you saying, Shanice? The mean to say they want an obedient woman. We're not saying that. Tasha, we're not saying that. We do, of course, we want an obedient woman, but we don't want just to be ruled. We don't want to control a woman. We just want fairness, that's all. On both ends. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyway, off that topic now, because it can become toxic. And we don't want this to be about negativity. We want it to be positive. So, yes, thank you, guys. If you just locked on, it's the Let's Talk Radio show. Radio and podcast, I should say. And tonight we're talking about how to stimulate someone without actually getting physical. So we've been getting interactive. Everyone's got some great comments. Shanice, Atasha, Tonya, Valerie, everyone's commenting. Very good, Nafi. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I'm learning. Don't think because I'm sitting behind this computer screen, I know everything, because actually I learned from all of you guys. So I really appreciate you guys. And please like and share this so we can, spread the word and get out there. Men are supposed to lead the household. However you lead, darling, I'll follow. Tasha. What's that for? Chups on that. What do you mean on what? I love a guy who can speak life into me and have me think where I can elevate. So we're learning here. Men like submissive women, not in the way we view submissive these days. Simply consulting with your man before making certain decisions, allowing him to lead, etc. Cool. Nice. Nice one. What about when a guy encourages you, or do you encourage your guy as well when he says he wants to do something? Do you put doubt in his mind about what his views and his visions are? Because that means a lot. If a guy has like a dream or vision, let me ask something here. How many of you that's speaking are in relationships here? Just show me a hand, because I want to see where all this advice is coming from. Like, who's in relationships here right now? Good. Atasha, you in a relationship right now? I don't even know, cuz, where you're at in this. Like, if you are, give some advice on the relationship currently and your previous one. The good and the bad. Yes, Kim, I agree with you. You are supposed to make each other happy. And just remember, a real relationship is going to have down times, up times, good times, bad times. It's going to have it. It is. It's going to have bad times and sad times, but you have to work through it. And if you really love each other, if you understand each other, before you love each other, you have to really understand each other. And if one is sensitive, that's just them. If a guy is sensitive, does that mean he's feminine? I don't think so. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think so. If a woman's sensitive, that means she's weak? No. And if you love that person, you have to just understand them. Do you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you got the choice whether to deal with them or not to deal with them. It's a choice at the end of the day. But a lot of us let some good people really slip through the cracks, because out of 100 things great, we find the one thing or two things we don't like and strive on the negative. So we got to look at the big picture in a relationship. Natasha says she's not in a relationship, but in somebody's mind I am. I don't even know what to say about that. I don't know if that's good or bad. She's not in a relationship, but in somebody's mind she is. I don't know. Well, if it's working for you, then so be it. Everyone wants somebody real until they meet someone whose real standards challenge them to be real consistent, real considerate, and real committed. Some people just ain't meant for each other, to be honest with you. And it's not a bad thing. It's just you're not meant to be. That's all. Do you know what I'm saying? If you see a real good potential in someone and some good qualities, then I'll say work on it. Work with them. Don't be quick to run when something goes wrong or something you don't like happens. Work on it, because you're never going to find a perfect person. So when you say, Shadis, men are supposed to lead the household, in what way? When you say lead, how? How? Do you allow him to lead? If he's trying to lead in his way and you don't agree with it, are you just going to support and leave him just lead? Have meaningful conversations about future plans and goals with each other. Support each other's dreams. Yeah, definitely. Each other's. That's the key word as well. What she said, each other, is not one way. So just as much as a man loves a woman to support his dreams and goals, women like the same thing. And that just boils down to listening to your woman. She likes when you listen to her. My previous relationship has helped me bring back life into me by watching that individual was seeing oneself in a good way. What I want from a man, be vulnerable, make me laugh, and try and have open-ended questions that are challenging and create intimacy between us both. Have interest in my passion or interest. I like that. Let me ask you guys, what do you think a guy, without touching or getting physical, what do you ladies really think makes a guy interested? What do you think keeps him stimulated? Let's answer that, because all you women have said what you like. What do you think a man likes? Let me hear this one. Guys. What do you really think a man likes, though? We know we said what women likes. What do you think? Let me ask you a question. Supposing you and your partner had a disagreement. Not argument, a disagreement. And say you're upset or he's upset or whatever, and the conversation ends, and she or he turns around and says, anyway, I love you, I'm gone. Would you say you love them back, or would you just, like, what happens in a situation when you guys had a disagreement or argument? Like, where does it go after that? So, Tonya, is your answer saying this is what you think a man wants in a woman? Speak life into him, be his supporter, encourage him. Yeah, they're all valid points. They're all valid points. Definitely all valid. One of the things, guys, and I'm the only guy here, sadly, make your woman feel secure. I learned that women always say they want security. But when you women say you want security, what do you mean when you say security? Say it back and then walk off. What if he tries to grab you and hug you and just, look, babes, we had an argument and you know I love you. You're mad, but he grabs you to hug you up. What's your response going to be? Let's be real. But yeah, I've heard it a lot. Women say they like to feel secure in a relationship. What's so crazy? I've heard different things when it comes to security. I've heard a woman say they want a man to be aggressive. That makes them feel secure. I've heard women say a tall guy makes them feel secure. I've heard women say once he's carrying a gun, she feels secure. And on the flip side, financially secure. Focus makes them feel secure. Consistency makes them feel secure. What means the most to you when it comes to security? She just needs time to cool off. Cool. That's what she'll tell him. So what's some of the things to keep her attracted to you as well, guys? Some of the things to keep. What will keep your man? What would you keep? What would help you stay interested? What will get your mind going as well? Like, so you're already in a relationship, say 3-4 years, you're in a relationship, but you know there's gonna be dead spots in a relationship. What does a guy have to be consistent in to keep it going? And what do you have to offer to keep it going? To be honest, I have been in that position before. My husband I had a disagreement. I mean, it was really heated. Made my last statement, he walked off and left me standing there. Reassurance, that's a good one. Antonia says she wishes her man would hug and reassure her that they're still good. I don't know. You know your guy, so I don't know. Yeah, so reassurance is a valid thing. So security, just knowing you got my back no matter the road we go down. Yeah, I like that. I really like that one. Yeah, no matter. I think that's a very valid point from Valerie. Security, just knowing that you got my back no matter what road. I really like that. That's very strong. So, you know what? So, I mean, she's basically saying, with respect, you know, no matter what we go through, the arguments we have, the disagreements, just know I have to feel that you still have my back. And I think there's still limitations to that, because if one cheats and that, you know, that security is going to go out the window. But when it comes to arguing and disagreements, it's healthy, it's normal. And don't change just because of that. You know what I mean? Some men like a woman who reassures him that she is there for them. Nafi says consistency, focus, finances, we can build together. Yeah. Maturity on both sides matter. I like a man who isn't argumentative and likes to compromise. Yeah. There's going to be times where you will will argue though. There are times where, because again, if a man just shuts down and doesn't go back and forth with you, he's mentally gone. It might sound like I've heard, oh, he's being feminine and back and forth and whatever, but if he feels you don't understand it, what he's trying to say, and then when does it become an argument? Because some people think that a conversation with passion means that you're arguing. It's not always an argument. It's not. You know, a guy's not going to get his point across. Yeah, so no, listen to me. This is what I'm saying. No, just listen for 1 minute, please. I think that's feminine. But if it's like, no, listen, hear what I'm saying. Are you going to listen? Are you going to listen? Hold on a second. No, I ain't done. Listen to what I'm saying. You understand? But if he's just saying what you're saying, he's like, all right, cool. All right, yeah, all right, no problem. Yeah, whatever you say. That's dangerous. Real talk. Let me backtrack on what Ash said. She then followed him she followed him more and more to find him bolting to the bedroom and grabbing his Bible and going to a scripture and reading out aloud, to then turn around and praying out loud. Let's go back to part 2. At that moment, I was shocked and silent. I felt so stupid. The only thing I could have done at that point was sit next to him, calm down, apologize, and have... Do you know what? On both ends, when you apologize, when you acknowledge you may have been wrong, that means a lot, especially to a guy. So likewise, guys, you apologize when you're definitely wrong. I'm strong on apologizing when I feel I've done wrong or if I've hurt you or whatever. It's important. Definitely. So for anyone that joined us, it's the Let's Talk Radio and Podcast Show each and every Sunday. It's today Sunday. It's Sunday. Each and every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 9 p.m. Atlantic. And I think that's 1 a.m. GMT, which is in the UK. I'd like to thank each and everyone for joining us. Spread the word. Let people know about us. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Same thing, Let's Talk Radio and podcast. I'm your host, Deshane, each and every Sunday. I'll be doing shows on some Wednesdays. I'm not sure, but Sundays, I'm going to try and stick to that. And I need guys to come and join me on the show so we can co-host together. That'll be awesome. So if you're ever in the area, let me know. Jump on board. Let's do a show together. Facebook actually banned me, said I'm sharing too much. But if you guys help me share, then I won't get banned because they're just saying I'm harassing people by sharing. So I just need your help. Please help me. Help me. Help me. Yeah. So let me tell you some of the things that a guy really, what turns a guy on mentally. Be there when he needs you. Needs you. Like if you really need you, something went down and he tells you he needs you, be there. If you can. Obviously, if in the middle of a job or something with a client, you can't. But that's where reassurance comes in. Do you know another big thing that gets a man? Mind games, flirting. Now, I'm not talking about that raw flirting, like, when I see I'm going to do this and that. Nah, not that. But that mind flirting. If you get what I mean, flirt with him mentally. That gets a guy. And believe it or not, even though we're men, emotional validation. And that's for the maturer guys and the older guys because we really want to settle down. We don't want to be in and out of relationships. We want to settle down. So emotional validation is very important. Very, 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 very important. Be yourself. Be unique. Don't try to impress. Be confident. Be yourself. That's very important as well. Very, 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 very. Women like surprises too, believe it or not. They like surprises, unplanned stuff, like, do things like detailed. Find out a schedule for the next 4 weeks or so. Pick a day or two and do something spontaneous. They'll like that. You have to keep the spark alive. Take risks, do new things. Women love that. Women love that, guys. So, yeah. Yep, but at the end of the day, it's two people. You both have to work with each other, and you can't keep running in and out of relationships when there's something that upsets or disappoints you, because you'll be stagnant and you won't get nowhere. So you have to take the rough with the smooth and just work on it. You don't have to, but you'll be going around and around and around and around and around forever. So just be mindful of that. Be mindful, be very mindful. But yeah, most of all, just respect each other at the end of the day. Make her feel good. Make her feel loved. Women like that. Men like it too. And for the mature guys, I will consider myself mature. We don't care for expensive things and things that matter. Like, for example, if you see he needed a mirror, he would appreciate that like crazy. Stuff like that. You tell him how awesome a daddy is or whatever. He'll like that. Words. And we know when you mean it and when you don't. So don't ever think you have to go and look for the big expensive gift. If it's a birthday coming up, Christmas, do something really nice. I mean, for the most part, let's be real. It's usually on the guy to take a woman out to lunch, dinner, buy her stuff and that. But trust me, when a woman does that to a man, don't get twisted. Don't get twisted. He really appreciates it. And at some point, it should balance out where every so often a woman is doing that for their guy. You know what I mean? So yeah. But supports everything. Supports everything. Build together. Build together. Build together. Keep building. Keep going and doing stuff together. Yeah, man, compliments are really nice. And same thing, man, them compliment your woman, man, and be real with it. You know what I mean? Be real. Be honest. Tell her how you like her hair done and whatever. The time when she don't care and she comes around, you looking rough. She's comfortable, but women don't get too comfortable. Don't be coming around the man them looking like Jack. Like, you understand? Because you're comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. You gotta keep yourself up. Same with the guys as well. Keep yourself nice and clean and polished. Don't get not the polish thing, but clean up. You know what I mean? Clean up. Women like a clean man. Picnic. Love a good picnic. You see what I'm saying? The simplicity. Look at what these women are saying. A picnic. How much does a picnic cost? We like to think too far and beyond. Oh my gosh, gotta get a ring, chain, and this. Nah, look what they're saying. And guess what? With a picnic, what comes with that? Quality time. What else comes with that? Conversation. Take notes. I don't even know. I can't even say take notes. I have to take notes, really, because I'm the only man here. Like, come on. Taking notes. Hold on, let me take a note. Yeah, but you got it right here, and that's why we're here. So we're about wrapping up. Question that I have. Next topic. Thank you guys for joining. Really appreciate it. It was a good show. We got interactive. I learned a lot. I hope you guys did also. And actually, if you want to call in and you have something to say, you can call in as well. We got live call-ins. 954-997-0653. That's 954-997-0653. If you want to call in, if you have a question to ask, feel free to call. I don't know about reading a good book together. I watch a movie, but reading ain't my thing. I don't think that's everyone's thing, boy. Real talk. I don't know if I can just sit down and read a book. Take drives, yeah. I love nature, funny enough. I like the sky and stuff like that, so that would definitely do me good. Support in every way is my security. Support my goals, my dreams, financial and love. What about his? Remember when you saying my, that's only you. Don't forget him as well. Yeah, it does depend on what you're arguing about. It does. It really does. But yes. So what should our next show be about, guys? I'll leave you guys to decide. Thank you for Ashwa for suggesting this one. Brilliant topic. How to stimulate someone. I'm going to read out some of the things that I managed to pull off. For women, be there when he needs you. Flirt without touching. Give emotional validation. Be unique. Man them. For the woman, tell me if I'm right or wrong. You need to give her, you have to keep her curious. Introduce her to new things, surprises, unplanned stuff. Inspire her creativity. Support her with dreams. Keep that spark alive. Take risks. Do new things. And always remember, a woman's behavior is at the discretion of the man. Listen, I'll repeat that. A woman's behavior is at the discretion of a man. Don't ignore her. She hates to be ignored, but sometimes it's good. Then you see how much she really cares and loves you, for real. Make her feel secure about the relationship. Spend high quality time with her. Do what's important for her. Be a great listener. Don't let gaslighting or disrespect slide. That's for the man them. Don't. Walk like a man. Man them walk like a man. This is what she likes. And be confident in all that you do. And on this note, guys, I'm closing out. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Be back definitely, God's willing, on Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's going to be 9 p.m. Atlantic for my UK massive. That's 1 a.m. GMT. Like, subscribe, and share. Stay blessed. I'm going to leave the chat open for a minute or two. Let me know, guys, a topic that you would like to bring up or speak about, and we can go from there. In the meantime, between time, stay blessed. Signing out.